Dude, that front wheel comes up so easy. So I'm squidding right now, guys. I'm actually looking at a Drz400sm. It's a 2013. It's got the blue Warp 9 wheels. I'm checking it out right now. It's got a full big bore stock head, aftermarket exhaust, FCR 39mm carburetor. I'm a little nervous about this bike because the guy tracked it, which, you know, he probably revved the piss out of it, but I guess you could say it was ridden like it probably should have been. I want to get this thing out to the street. There's a couple things that I'm noticing that because he tracked it, it's not quite as clean as I'd like. It doesn't have the cluster, which I'm not a huge fan of. Let's get it out here and see, take a look at it real quick. So yeah, Drz400sm has a different color front wheel. This guy said that previous owner bent the wheel, so they ended up buying a Warp 9 for the front. It bugs me when things aren't exactly the same color. The back wheel is like a indigo blue and the front's like a light blue. Seems like it's running good. A Drz434 big bore kit from Cylinder Works. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get another DRZ. That's the only thing. I'm gonna take it out, test it out a little bit more. GPR or Scott steering stabilizer. Hopefully this guy has enough gas for me to do this, but let's see. Yeah, wheelie's easy. Super easy. Pulls really hard. I don't know, the bars feel, oh yeah, 5-speed. So not a 6-speed, that's different. I'm so used to the 6-speed from the KTM now. Yeah, I think you can see right here the bend in this. This bike's been down. You can tell from the exhaust because he's been tracking it. So I don't know, man. This bike does have a lot of upgrades and mods, but I think I'm gonna pass on it. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm going to. Yeah. It's got power, it feels good, but between the handlebars or the forks, it definitely feels like it's been raced and dropped. So not as clean as I thought. He said in his post, this is the cleanest DRZ that you're gonna find, but I don't know if I agree with that. It's definitely been, you know, tracked. I think if you're gonna describe a clean DRZ, it's gonna be something that's probably never been dropped, you know. I don't get that part. All right, so riding a Wr450. Don't turn in front of me, lady. So Wr450 plated. It's an 07, so it's carbureted. So I wanted something fuel injected, but California, it's kind of hard to find anything plated for the street. So third gear pull feels really strong. Let's see, second gear. Woo, that's pretty strong. Pivot pegs are a little weird. He has pivot pegs on here, so that's a little different. I want to get it up to speed here. That DRZ I rode yesterday, the bars didn't even feel straight because the guy tracked it so much and dropped it. So he posted it on Craigslist and said it was like the cleanest DRZ around, but when I got there, the friggin' bars were crooked. It was definitely dropped on the street multiple times, sounds like. So this seems like a lot cleaner. Fender's a little crooked, but that's normal. It's an 07, so. Feels strong, man. See how it idles. This clutch is like really, like as soon as you let it go, it sticks. So that's why I kept stalling it in the beginning compared to my KTM 2 with the hydraulic clutch. Going to a regular clutch. Suspension is really soft. All right, guys, so let's take a look at this bike. With the rear brake. So it doesn't have a front brake switch. So I gotta make sure I use the rear brake on the street. Go ahead and kill it right now. All right. It's got the pigtail adapter set up already. I just stick a phone mount on there and I'll be able to charge my phone, which is pretty cool. This bike is all stock, so that's what I really like about it. It hasn't been touched. That DRZ was really cool. It had the big bore and all that stuff, but I just really don't know where it's been. Whereas this one, I obviously don't know where it's been either, but at least it's pretty stock. So it's just been ridden, and these WRs have the 5 valves in the head with the titanium valve, so it seems to be pretty reliable from what people are saying. So let's take her back out, get her up to speed. So that's what I've noticed about carburetors. Like, a lot of people like to bang on the gas to get them started. But I feel like with an electric start, if you just leave it, don't touch the throttle at all, and just start these carbs, they tend to turn over pretty easy. It's when you start flooring the gas and flooding the carb that they have a problem with the electric starter. But the cool thing about having a WR is it has a kickstart too. So worst case scenario, battery dies, something happens, boom, kickstarter's there. Whereas the DRZ, you gotta go ahead and put that on aftermarket. This thing pulls strong, man. Feels really smooth, surprisingly, for having knobbies on the street. Bounces a little on the front end, but to be expected with 21s. Slow down and give it a little space here. Speed up. Yeah, I definitely have to change the gearing because huge rear sprocket on the rear. It's pretty torquey, but for the street, I think I have to change that a little bit. Feels pretty good. Feels strong. Feels at home on a WR too. Front wheel comes up easy. That 5th gear, I keep feeling like I want to go to 6 because I'm used to having a 6, but 5-speed. 65. $75. Bike pulls strong though. Feels good. Definitely gonna change the gearing though, for sure. Yeah, I don't know, these swivels. I don't know if you can see that, my feet moving. It feels weird using swivel pegs. See, I got blinkers. I can see them working. Blinkers working. Horn works. I haven't had any false neutrals or misshifts. So yeah, it seems like the gearbox is all right. That's another complaint people have about these Wr450s is on the street. The gearbox gets a little worn because it doesn't have a cush drive rear sprocket and hub. So what that cush drive does is it helps to it helps to keep pressure and wear off of the gearbox and puts it on the rear sprocket instead. I'm wearing like the flimsiest shoes right now, so it like hurts to shift this bike. Definitely wear boots. Dude, that front wheel comes up so easy. It's awesome. The bike was cold when I got there, so it wasn't very hard to start up. For $4,500, I think it's a decent deal. Well, yeah, guys, let's see what I decide. There's other bikes to see, but we'll see.